Back in 1983, approximately 50 corporations controlled the vast majority of all news media in the United States. Today, ownership of the news media has been concentrated in the hands of just 6 incredibly powerful media corporations. The Big Six control most of what we watch, hear and read every single day. They own television networks, cable channels, movie studios, newspapers, magazines, publishing houses, music labels and even many of our favorite websites. Sadly, the general public don't even stop to think about who is feeding them the endless hours of news and entertainment that they constantly ingest. Most people don't really seem to care about who owns the media. But they should. Each of us is deeply influenced by the subliminal messages that are constantly being pounded into our heads by the mainstream media.
So if you want the truth, go to God. Go to your gurus. Go to yourselves. Because that's the only place you're ever going to find any real truth. But man, you're never going to get any truth from us. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. But you people sit there day after day, night after night, all ages, colors, creeds. We're all you know. You're beginning to believe the illusions we're spinning here. You're beginning to think that the tube is reality and that your own lives are unreal. You do whatever the tube tells you. You dress like the tube. You eat like the tube. You raise your children like the tube. You even think like the tube. This is mass madness, you maniacs. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion.
The ownership of all that news and entertainment that we crave is being concentrated in fewer and fewer hands each year. Today a few monolithic corporations control what we watch, hear, and read.
I will build new partnerships to defeat the threats of the 21st century, terrorism and nuclear proliferation.
Together, they absolutely dominate news and entertainment in the United States. When you control what the people watch, hear and read, you gain a great deal of control over what they think. They don't call it programming for nothing. Back in 1983 it was bad enough that about 50 corporations dominated US media. But since that time, power over the media has rapidly become concentrated in the hands of fewer and fewer people. Today, 6 colossal media giants tower over all the rest. Gigantic media corporations do not exist to objectively tell the truth to the people. The primary purpose of their existence is to make money. Profit-driven media corporations are not going to do anything to threaten their relationships with their biggest advertisers. One way or another, these gigantic media corporations are always going to express or support the ideological viewpoints of their owners.
Chemical and biological weapons.
Iraq has weapons of mass destruction.
President Bush has said Iraq has weapons of mass destruction. Tony Blair has said Iraq has weapons of mass destruction. Donald Rumsfeld has said Iraq has weapons of mass destruction. Richard Butler has said they do. The United Nations has said they do. The experts have said they do. Iraq says they don't. You can choose who you want to believe.
Fortunately, an increasing number of people are starting to wake up and are realizing that mainstream media should not be trusted. We are becoming increasingly hungry for the truth, and we are becoming increasingly dissatisfied with the dumbed-down pablum that is passing as hard-hitting news these days. That is one reason why we have seen alternative media experience such rapid growth over the past few years. The mainstream media has been losing credibility at a staggering rate, and people around the globe are starting to look elsewhere for the truth about what is really going on.
Depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street. There's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.